To go from the high pressure undersurface to the low pressure upper surface. It wants to come around the tip.
I wasn't expecting to see it quite so easily as we can with the wind tunnel. It's quite impressive, really.
Yes, it is impressive. You know, Da Vinci had some good ideas about aerodynamics, and I think a tribute to Leonardo da Vinci's innovation that here we have a device which is actually relatively safe to fly.
Now Simon can start work on the full-size model. He's building the framework out of bamboo, as Leonardo suggests. The first challenge is to bend the bamboo into the curved shape of a glider. This he does by steaming and twisting it. As the glider takes shape, it looks like no other aircraft. Would something so long and narrow actually want to take off?
Well, that felt pretty good. Glider supporting itself and generating better lift. I think it's all going to fly. The next stage is going to be the test rig. We bolt the glider onto it and start adjusting the angle that the glider is to the air so we can see how it performs at different angles of attack.
What Robbie and Simon are planning to do is extremely dangerous, so the glider has to go through rigorous tests.
Okay, I'll vary the pitch angle. Yes, that's moving. Just a little bit, yes.
The glider does not look happy as it's driven into the wind, and we're only going at 25 kilometers an hour.
Okay, slow down now.
Okay.
Have a look at the results then.
Negative. It's all below the line.
This means it's a negative pitching moment, and that means that the glider would want to pitch down in flight, which is obviously dangerous. So that's obviously quite serious as far as Robbie's concerned, because that would be a vertical dive, potentially. This says, be very careful.
Yeah. If Robbie flies the glider too fast, there's just a chance that it'll suddenly dive out and hit the ground. I think we can fly, but it has to be in a very controlled way. Probably going to take another look at these results to try and fully understand them.
After a few further tests, they take the glider to Italy, to the hills where Leonardo hoped to see it launched.
1, 2, 3.
It's a dangerous business testing untried flying machines, even from low hills like these. If Robbie crashes from as little as 10 meters off the ground, he risks serious injury. It's known in the trade as the dead man's curve.
I crashed it again.
The glider was definitely unstable, so Simon went back to Leonardo's notes for inspiration.
Look at how birds fly. How they use both their wings and their tail to stop them falling.
Yeah. We could get a little tail, just put it on the back here.
Just stick that on there.
And that will just keep it in a straight line. So
that'll then give us the directional stability.
So that hopefully stop it just digging this edge in.
Okay.
I think we're going to, have some flights.
But will this new tail make the crucial difference? It was now all or bust. Robbie has raised the stakes. He's going to fly off a much steeper hill. It'll give him more chance of getting airborne, but if he crashes, this time the consequences will be grave.
2, 3.
It's the first time ever one of Leonardo's flying machines has successfully taken to the air. A triumph.
Excellent, brilliant flight.
On me.
I could see you just like start to go one way a bit. I can see the look on your face, thinking, is this going to be the death spiral?
Believe you me, I was concentrating. That was good. That was very good.
Yeah, quite incredible. 500 years ago.
Exactly. And
I'm sure in a couple of weeks, messing around on those Tuscan hillsides,
he'd have had it sorted.
he'd have had it sorted.
Leonardo's career in Florence in the early 1500s, however, wasn't exactly flying. He'd had some success with this cartoon for the Virgin and Child with St. Anne, which he would eventually turn into a beautiful painting, a great dreamlike image of maternal love. And he was still slaving away on the Mona Lisa. He would work and rework it obsessively for the rest of his life, taking it with him wherever he went. With time on his hands, Leonardo immersed himself in his life's other great project, his work as a scientist. Over the next decade, he ranged across anatomy, geology, botany, medicine, geometry, apparently trying to master them all, learning and absorbing everything, and drawing it. And yet he had a reputation as a flake.
Well, his reputation as a flake was that it's almost a surgical mind. The thing is right in front of you. You're totally focused on it's the most important thing in the world. The moment it's over, and the next thing becomes the most important thing in the world. That's Leonardo's mind. It's a free associating mind. Here is work that fascinates me. I will work with it till it stops fascinating me. I'll stop and I'll go to another thing that fascinates me. And of course, over short periods of time, you don't get much done. But over a long period of time, you get a great deal done.
Now he would turn his attention to a whole new area of investigation. And again, it would require him to break the rules. It was at this hospital in the monastery of Santa Maria Nuovo in the early 1500s that Leonardo took the first steps towards a truly groundbreaking discovery. A discovery that medical research would only catch up with in the mid-20th century.
When he started studying anatomy, it was only so that he could understand muscle and muscle movement and all of this, but he soon became intrigued by what went on deeper than the layers of the muscle, and in fact became the very first person to dissect the organs of the body.
At this time, anatomical dissections were occasionally allowed by the church. They would make available the bodies of convicted criminals, and these were dissected by surgeons who were watched by artists and students. Given the conditions of the time, few would have been willing to do the gruesome work that Leonardo now carried out.